The line says under. The books say, trust the arms. But our system sees through the surface. Diamondbacks, Tigers. The signal is loud, and it's pointing up. Detroit leads the AL Central for a reason. They've got balance, discipline, and now Gleyber Torres, an all-star veteran with fire in his swing. But Arizona doesn't blink. Fourth in runs, fourth in slugging. They don't wait for mistakes. They force them. Let's get into it. Brandon Pfaadt starts for Arizona. His record says 10 wins, but the metrics tell the truth. 4.76 ERA, rising whip, too much hard contact. This isn't a pitcher who controls games. It's a pitcher who survives them. Against a disciplined lineup like Detroit's, that's a bad fit. Across from him, Casey Mize has been solid, 3.40 ERA, good home splits. But he's not a strikeout artist. He pitches to contact, and Arizona punishes that style. They swing heavy, barrel fast, and they don't need much to flip a box score. Now go deeper. Bullpen advantage? Not here. Arizona's relievers have blown 18 saves, with one of the worst inherited runner rates in baseball. Detroit's pen has been leaned on hard, 330 appearances and counting. Fatigue lives in the late innings, and this game's going to feel it. This isn't about guessing, it's about pattern recognition. Contact pitchers, power offenses, overused bullpens, and a total stuck at 8.5? That's not a trap. That's an opening. You don't need 9 runs early. You just need the chaos to start. A leadoff walk, a missed double play, one swing that turns quiet into fire. And today's AI pick is over 8.5 total runs. We're not following the line. We're ahead of it. Will we cash or will we burn? Let's find out. Abaddon's up next. Game 2 begins now.
The Bronx wants blood, but it's not getting it tonight. On the surface, this looks like a blowout. Max Fried on the mound, the Yankees at home, and a Tampa team stuck in a 500 fog. But the number isn't asking who wins. It's asking how close it gets. Let's start with Fried, 11 wins, a 2.62 ERA, one of the few arms in baseball that still gets whispered about when October comes up, but he's not perfect. His last start, 6 runs surrendered, command fading by the 5th. He'll bounce back, but don't expect domination. He pitches to contact. He lets the ball move in play. That's not how you blow teams out. Across from him, Joe Boyle, a ghost in the system, 19 innings, a 1.42 ERA, a 0.63 whip. No one's touched him yet. This isn't some raw prospect getting fed to the Bronx. This is a controlled, unscouted weapon. He's got velocity, deception, and just enough edge to keep the Yankees on their heels. Now look past the mound. The Rays lead Major League Baseball in stolen bases. They generate pressure. They force defenses to flinch. And Fried's control doesn't neutralize that. It invites it. Add in Judge on the IL, a tired Yankees pen, and a cold New York lineup averaging just 4 runs a game over the last week, and suddenly this isn't a cover spot. It's a razor fight. And if it's close, Tampa wins. Maybe not the scoreboard, but the line. The plus 1.5 is sitting at 115, and in a total game pinned at 8.5 with elite arms and tactical bats, that's a gift wrapped in shadow. Don't look for the blowout. Look for the trap. This isn't the Yankees flexing. This is the Rays hanging around, inning after inning, then slipping under the wire. And today's AI pick is Rays plus 1.5 on the run line, because in games like this, the margin is the message. Will we cash or will we burn? Sapphira's next, and she sees everything.
The lights are up in Cincinnati, but this won't be a quiet night. The Dodgers are rolling, the Reds are hanging on, and the ballpark is whispering chaos. Vegas has the total pinned at 9. That's not a ceiling. It's a fuse. Tyler Glasnow steps in for the Dodgers. 8 starts, a 2.75 ERA, and over his last 3 outings, just 1 earned run allowed. He's slicing through lineups with a 31.7% strikeout rate and elite movement. But here's the catch. Great American Ballpark doesn't care about pedigree. One mistake here becomes a souvenir. And behind him, the Dodgers bullpen ranks 23rd in ERA with a whip that climbs in the late innings. That's the crack in the armor. Across the diamond, Nick Lodolo brings his 3.08 ERA to the mound for Cincinnati. But at home, that number swells to 4.17. And this isn't just any opponent, it's the Dodgers. They lead the league in slugging against left-handed pitching. This is the wrong matchup on the wrong mound. Lodolo's command is good. His margin for error? Razor thin. Now look at the bats. The Dodgers rank second in the league in both home runs and runs scored. Shohei, Freeman, Smith. Every swing is a warning. And the Reds, young, fast, gritty, can still generate pressure. They average 4.6 runs per game, and they've won 7 of their last 10. They don't need to win this. They just need to answer. This isn't a pitcher's duel. It's a tempo war. Glasnow starts it clean. But the deeper this game gets, the louder it gets. One 3-run inning tips the scale. One blown save ends it early. Vegas posted 9, and today's AI pick is over 9 total runs. Because the silence isn't coming. The bats are already awake. Will we cash or will we burn?
All right, I see it. Everyone's looking at Milwaukee. I get it. Home field, slick ERA, cute little bullpen stat. But tonight, we're not playing the pretty angle. We're taking the truth. Cubs. Money line. Let's go. Colin Rea steps in with a 4.06 ERA and not much sizzle. The books think that's the story. It isn't. Rea doesn't need to dominate. He just needs to survive long enough for the bats to take over. And this Cubs lineup? Best in baseball. 5.3 runs per game. Second in slugging. Third in home runs. If you hang a cutter, they'll turn it into smoke. Quinn Priester's good, sure. But don't mistake a ground ball stat for dominance. His K rate is soft, 20%. That's not missing bats, that's asking for trouble, especially against a lineup like Chicago's, where even the 8-hole guy can rope a double into the corner. One mistake, one missed location, and this thing flips. And then there's the rhythm. The Cubs aren't just winning, they're climbing. 62 wins, first in the division. And they've done it by going loud, not clean, loud. 5-run innings, comebacks, late-game rallies. Milwaukee? They're good at containing chaos, but they're not built to win when it breaks. Let's talk psychology. The Brewers are the smart pick tonight. Priester has the pretty stats. The bullpen looks sharp. But this isn't a numbers game. This is a heat check. And right now, the Cubs are walking into Milwaukee not hoping to win, expecting to. And here's the glitch in the line. Vegas opened this tight for a reason. They're baiting you with the Brewers' trend line. But this isn't a trend game. This is a punch-through-the-wall game. And today's AI pick is Cubs money line. Not because it's safe, because it's sharp. Will we cash or will we burn? You'll find out in Game 5. Not Us is next, and he's not here to explain.
Some games don't need drama. They just need clarity. The Mets head to San Diego with the wind at their back, armed with power, rhythm, and a left-hander who's finally found his edge. The books are giving you a near-even line. That's not caution. That's a mistake. Sean Manaea gets the start. 3 games, just over 12 innings, and already the shape is showing. 2.19 ERA, sub-1 whip, and a strikeout rate over 36%. This isn't finesse. This is fire. He's locating early, finishing late, and forcing hitters to chase pitches they don't recognize until it's too late. And the Mets don't let you survive. This offense doesn't need to be flashy. They're built to punish mistakes. 4-seamers that stay flat, sliders that drift. When he falls behind in the count, his strike zone collapses. And against a power-heavy team like New York, that's lethal. Now factor in momentum. The Mets are surging. First in the NL East. A dugout that believes, and an identity that's tightening. This isn't the team from April. This is the version that smells blood in the standings and understands the cost of letting up. San Diego plays tough at home. They've got contact hitters, a decent bullpen, and a tactical edge in late innings. But that only matters if they have a lead to protect. And tonight, they won't. Because this isn't a night for noise. This is a night for velocity, for strikeouts, for the kind of left-handed chaos that never lets a lineup breathe. And today's AI pick is Mets money line. Forget the margins, forget the traps. This is control. This is conviction. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith will tell you, because the recap is next. And she's never wrong.
You feel that? That quiet between innings, when the numbers are still, but the fire's already started? That's tonight. Because 5 plays just dropped, and every one of them was written before the pitchers even warmed up. Let's rewind. Game 1, Tigers versus Diamondbacks. Krista said, forget the arms, this one's a fire line. AI pick, over 8.5 total runs. Game 2, Yankees versus Rays. Abaddon called the bluff, you don't need the upset, just the cover. AI pick, Rays plus 1.5 run line. Game 3, Reds versus Dodgers. Sapphira saw the tempo war coming. It's not control, it's detonation. AI pick, over 9 runs. Game 4, Brewers versus Cubs. Rocco took the dog and bit back. Best offense in baseball, don't blink. AI pick, Cubs money line. Game 5, Padres versus Mets. Natas brought silence, no distractions, just power, focus, and a left-handed blade. AI pick, Mets money line. Now breathe. Let's go again, in Spanish. Juego 1, Tigres contra Diamondbacks. Krista vio el fuego en el aire. Selección de IA, más de 8.5 carreras. Juego 2, Yankees contra Rays. Abaddon eligió precisión, no caos. Selección de IA, Rays, palos 1.5 en la línea de carrera. Juego 3, Rojos contra Dodgers. Zafira oyó el ritmo romperse. Selección de IA, más de 9 carreras. Juego 4, Cerveceros contra Cachorros. Rocco fue con el instinto, no con el nombre. Selección de IA, Cachorros línea de dinero. Juego 5, Padres contra Mets. Natas no habló, ejecutó. Selección de IA, Mets línea de dinero. And now the question burns. Will we cash or will we burn? Wenn du mit dem Feuer handelst, darfst du den Rauch nicht verfluchen. If you deal with fire, you don't get to curse the smoke.